Marching mighty warriors in the field. The wood is your sword and your faith is a shield. Well, hey, Motor Warriors. VAM is over, and everybody but 2 people has already left. Well, no, I think Wandering Yankee said that Harley Moonrider and someone else was still there. I think Harley Moonrider was going to take a little bit of a nap so he could get ready for his nice ride back home. But I'm out here riding ahead of the Dragon. It's 91 miles of absolutely beautiful views and amazing roads. And I'm out here with my favorite riding buddy, as Glow Chicks is back there somewhere. I think she's just on the other side of that curve back there. Turned on my camera so that I could show Mr. and Mrs. McStash that yes, I ride with my favorite riding buddy, Glow Chicks, a lot. I know a couple times they've seen us not together or at the same time, and they wonder if we even ride together. It's like, yeah, we do a lot, a real lot. We ride together, and that's who I'm on this ride with now. But you know how it is. You turn on the camera and you're gonna go, hey, look in the mirror, see? And oh, look at that view. Isn't that beautiful down there? If you could see that. But with all these curves, it's like curve after curve after curve after curve with rock walls, and so even though Glow Chicks is like right there, you can't see her, I guess, but we get here in a straightaway. I'll slow down here. If we get a straightaway, she'll catch up and whatever. But well, we're coming into War. See the sign there? There, she's coming around there now. So can you see in the mirror? There you go, Mr. and Mrs. McStash. I told you we ride together a lot. If you heard her, she just laughed too. But it's just sometimes it's like that. You get where you ride separately or something, and then that's when the people happen to see you, and they don't realize that 99.9% of the time that you're riding with each other. But anyway, that's how she became my favorite riding buddy. I love riding with somebody that rides really well and knows how to be consistent through the twisties and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I just wanted y'all to see that. We're coming into this town called War, and I might just leave the camera running here so you can see what this town looks like. But some of these towns you go through on this Head of the Dragon route here, some of these towns are like old coal mining towns, and there's like everything, houses, everything are right up on the road, and small little houses, and a lot of them are worn down because a lot of the coal mines, because of government regulations, have shut down, and there's really nowhere for these people to work out here. It's kind of a sad deal. It really is. But there is a few churches, because no matter how poor people are, you know, people still go to church and want to hear what God has to say or whatever, you know, read the Bible and fellowship with like-minded believers and whatever. But this is War. Kind of interesting. Somewhere in this town, I believe, is where a guy named Christian, that he lives, I believe he lives in War. And he's worked on my bike out here when I've come out to Tazewell, Virginia. I needed some things done, and he did it for me. He's a good guy and a good mechanic. So if you ever get out this way and you have some issues with your bike, get a hold of Mr. G in 1965 and see if he can hook you up with Christian and see if he'll come and help you fix your bike. I just hope this shows up on the camera here. I know GoPro, there's a house burned up there, but GoPros never do justice to what you're actually seeing. But I saw that burnt house up on the hill, and it reminded me that a lot of these people, when the coal mine shut down, they couldn't afford their house payments anymore, but they had already had a bunch of money paid off on the mortgage, and you know, they didn't know what to do because they didn't want to lose the house and stuff. And so a lot of them had insurance money, and all of a sudden, wouldn't you know, their house burned down and they got full coverage, paid off the rest of the house, and had some money and left. It's kind of sad, but apparently that's happened quite a bit. And in some of the smaller towns here, we'll go by, you'll see like 3 or 4 houses in that little community that burned to the ground. But look at how close you are to the buildings here. It's like, man, they didn't give much room to build stuff up here. But that's about the end of war right there. I got to drop a gear going over these tracks here. Yeah. And you come out of war and you go right up the side of the mountain. So we'll get up this way. There's Blow Chicks back there. Hopefully you can see her in the mirror back there, but I'm amazed how she can ride that scooter. But you go up the mountain here, and this whole road, you know, this whole route, most of it is like twisty, 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 switchback, switchback, twisty, twisty. It's like 91 miles, and most of it's like that. But it sure is pretty. I just really wish that I had a higher quality camera that would show depth and all that kind of stuff, because you can't, it's hard to see what's down there, and it's hard to look too, because right about the time you look and you want to try and get the camera over there, you got a curve and you got to watch the curve. But it drops down pretty good, and there's houses back down in there. I was hoping to get them, but you can't see down in there now. But anyway, you can tell from right here what this road's like. These are like really easy twisties right here. But you get up, you can see about that 15 mile an hour sign. You get a bunch of them. But anyway, my throat's dry, man. It's hot. I got a full face helmet on. Cut me some slack. But anyway, I'll probably videotape another part of this road. I know I did most of this Head of the Dragon one time and put it up in segments, but I don't know how many views I got. A lot of times people don't want to watch videos that are too long unless you're somebody that's famous. Then you can put up the longest, most boring crap ever, and people will watch it because, you know, you're famous. But anyway, remember, Motor Warriors, to live your life with the heart of a Viking warrior. Bye for now.